Guys, the reveal that we have been waiting for such a long time has finally come out. Disney has released information regarding the newest member of the Disney Cruise Line fleet, the Disney Wish. Ever since the Disney Cruise Line announced that they were going to release brand new ships, I have been waiting for this announcement. Then they brought out the name. I'm like, yes, we're getting close. And a couple days ago, finally, Disney made the official announcement and started talking about a lot of the things that we can expect to find on board the cruise. And of course, when I saw the reveal video, the minute it ended, I'm like, yep, I gotta make a video about this. I would fail as a Disney Cruise Line fanatic if I didn't make a video about it. So today, I did want to break this down, just go over it a little bit, and talk about all the things that the Disney Cruise Line announced. Now, they didn't give us all the information. Of course, they want to keep us hooked on and looking for more information, and slowly but surely, they'll be releasing more things along the way. There is still a year until it's Maiden Voyage, so they'll be dropping more information every here and there. That way, they can keep us hooked on and wanting more. So, let's jump right into it, and the maiden voyage of the Disney Wish will happen on June 9th, 2022. Now, this will be a 5-day Bahama cruise sailing from Port Canaveral. Now, we expected that the home port was going to be Port Canaveral. With this announcement, they made it official. Now, all these cruises will be heading to the Bahamas, and the only 5-day cruise that has been announced is the maiden voyage. The rest are 3 and 4 night cruises. So I thought the cruises were going to be longer, but it seems to me that the Wish is going to be like the dream and the magic of these brand new class of ships. It's just going to do the shorter voyages from Port Canaveral to the Bahamas. The only thing that did catch me by surprise is the capacity. So the capacity of the Disney Wish is 4,000 passengers, the same as the Dream and the Fantasy. Now, before this announcement, there was speculation that the Wish was going to be a bigger ship than the Dream and the Fantasy, but when you look at the capacity and also look at the tonnage, it's about the same size, maybe just a tiny little bit bigger. So actually, it's about the same. It's not bigger than the Dream or the Fantasy. So they did announce also when the booking window was going to open for all their guests. Now, they did something that kind of caught me by surprise as well, is that they actually split up the Platinum Castaway Club members. And that was a bit shocking, but this is the breakdown. So on Monday, May 17th, the first group is going to be able to book it. It's going to be the Platinum Castaway Club members with 25 or more sailings complete. Then the next day, on the 18th, Platinum Castaway Club members with 20 or more sailings. On Wednesday, Platinum Castaway Club members with 15 or more sailings. And Thursday, May 20th, all Platinum Castaway Club members will be able to book on the Disney Wish. Now, this kind of caught me by surprise. I thought they were just going to do it how they usually do, right? First Platinum, then Gold, then Silver. But they're actually taking it a step further with Platinum. They're splitting it up, and this is the result. Then after Thursday, May 20th, there's going to be a 4-day gap until the Gold Castaway Club members will be able to book their cruises on board the Disney Wish on Monday, May 24th. Then after that, on the 25th of May, Disney Vacation Club members and Adventure by Disney Adventure Insiders will be able to book. Then Wednesday, May 26th, Silver Castaway Club members. And lastly, on Thursday, May 27th, the bookings open for all guests. So that is how bookings are going to go. They did give all the members some time to prepare and just get everything ready. Typically, it's just a couple of days, but here they did give us a couple of weeks. And again, breaking up those Castaway Club members in the Platinum level, that was a bit surprising, but it is what it is. Now, me and my family, we've only been on one cruise, so we are Silver Castaway Club members. We do get to book it one day before the general public, but I see the maiden voyages selling out like that. Most likely, those Platinum Castaway Club members with 25 or more cruises, those are going to be the ones that fill up that maiden voyage, but I don't expect to have a lot of options when it comes to me. But now let's get into the actual details inside the ship. And the first place that they showed us was the Atrium, and it looks absolutely stunning. It is beyond beautiful, and it seems to be like Disney, they want to take a different approach with the Wish and kind of carry on this like storybook theme throughout the entire ship. And you see it right here in the Atrium. Of course, it is themed after Cinderella. You have like the shooting star on top, you have the Cinderella statue in the Atrium, and it looks absolutely beautiful. And in the concept art, in my opinion, it looks like it's going to be bigger than the Atrium of the Dream and the Fantasy. I don't know, it just looks bigger, but we're going to have to wait to see when the ship actually rolls out to see if it actually is bigger or not. But through the concept art, it looks a lot bigger and a lot more spacious. And one thing that also piqued my interest was the cruise director that was going through with us on the video. She explained the Atrium of the ship as the castle of the seas. And I don't know, it just got me thinking, like, I'm guessing Disney is looking at this Atrium and also the Disney Wish as like their castle, you know, like their icon, their famous icon that also tells a story. It was interesting, their choice of words there, and it just got me more excited for the ship. So now I am going to change from the order of the reveal video just a little bit, because to me, obviously being Disney Rod, dining is very important, and they gave a huge announcement about dining that got me so excited. And the first restaurant that they did talk about was Arendelle, a frozen dining experience. Now the way that they explained it, it kind of reminded me of like Tiana's place on the Wonder and also the Rapunzel restaurant on the Magic, but a step further, right? It looks like in the concept art, there is a center stage in the middle of the restaurant where Elsa, Anna, Kristoff, Sven, Olaf, they're just going to come and perform. And it's going to be a dining show more than just a regular sit-down dining experience. And they also talked about the food, and they said that it was going to be like worldwide cuisine mixed in with some Nordic influences, which that got me excited. I don't know if you guys have ever been to IKEA and you've had those meatballs with the lingonberry sauce, but I love those. And if they have those there, you're going to see me eat like about 300 meatballs, all right? It's going to be an unhealthy amount of meatballs that I eat. Now, this did get me excited because, you know, it's going to be a dining show mixed in with an amazing dining experience. And I love the food that they have on the Disney cruise, now mixed in with an amazing show. I think that this restaurant is going to be spectacular. Then the next restaurant that they did announce was 1923. Of course, 1923 is that iconic year where Walt Disney made it to California and started the Walt Disney Company. Now, this restaurant just got me so excited. It looks beyond beautiful. It is themed after a historic Disney event. And when you look at the concept art of the restaurant, it seems like there are like sketches all over the place, which that's just going to be beyond beautiful. The restaurant itself, the decor of the restaurant, it kind of reminded me of the Hollywood Brown Derby. And of course, you know, it would make sense. The Hollywood Brown Derby is an iconic Hollywood restaurant, and I'm guessing they got some influences of that, but it's going to be amazing. I know for a fact that this is going to become one of my favorite, if not my favorite restaurant on board the Disney Cruise Line. It just looks amazing. And when they announced this restaurant, I literally almost cried because it's just amazing. And the third restaurant that they announced, they didn't really give us much information about this, but I still got excited with the very little that they talked about it. It's the Worlds of Marvel restaurant. Now this to me, I'm guessing this would be the replacement to Animator's Palette. Now the Disney Wish will be the first Disney cruise ship without an Animator's Palette. At least they didn't announce that they're going to have an Animator's Palette, and this seems to be the replacement of it. So of course it's going to be a restaurant themed after Marvel, and they did say that the guests there were going to have an interactive role. Now what does that mean? I am not 100% sure. They really didn't go into details, but it gets me really excited. Now what does that interactive role mean? I'm not sure. They really didn't go into specifics. Is it gonna be like a minor interactive role, like the way that you did in Animator's Palette, right? You draw your character, then it comes to life in the screens? Or is Disney going to take it to the next level like they did with Arendelle on board the Wish and just go all out with the interactive role? We don't have the information just yet, and I can't wait for them to announce it because this one's getting me super excited. Now in this announcement, they also did talk about the adult only restaurant section and also 2 adult lounges. Now the adult only section is actually going to be themed after Beauty and the Beast. So both restaurants and the lounge in the middle are going to be themed after one of Disney's most iconic films. And the first thing I'm going to talk about is the lounge, which is going to be called The Rose. So the minute that they said The Rose, the first thing that I thought about was the Enchanted Rose, that new Beauty and the Beast lounge that they opened in the Grand Floridian. And I have no doubt in my mind that they're going to get some influences from that lounge in the Grand Floridian, bring it on board the Disney cruise, and I know for a fact that they're going to do a great job. They did an amazing job with the one in the Grand Floridian. I know it's going to be beyond beautiful. Now let's move on to the adult only restaurants, and the first one that they did talk about was Paulo Steakhouse. Now of course they're carrying on the tradition of having Paulo on board the Disney Cruise Lines, but they are changing it up a little bit. Now it's going to be Paulo Steakhouse, and it's also going to be themed after Cogsworth, which kind of confuses me because Paulo is an Italian restaurant, but now they're bringing in French influences. I'm just a little bit confused. We'll see what Disney does. Maybe they kind of make it like off like a Topolino's Terrace type thing, which is like French and Italian combined. So we'll see what they do, but the concept art looks amazing and I can't wait to see what they're going to do with it. Now the second adult only restaurant, which will be replacing Remy, it will be brought to us by the one and only Lumiere. It is Enchanté. Now this is going to be a high-end restaurant, and the menu will also be created by Michelin 3-star chef Arnaud Lallemant. I really hope I said that right, but this chef was the one that created the menu for Remy. He is considered one of the best chefs of the world, and just hearing that they brought him back to create the menu again, it just got me excited. Now, me personally, I've never been to Remy, but I do want to give it a try. I've heard some amazing things about that restaurant, and just hearing that they brought back Chef Lalamont in order to create the menu, it's getting me really excited about these restaurants, and I can't wait to see what they're going to do with them. Now, the other adult lounge that was excited, and quite possibly the announcement that got me the most excited, was a Star Wars Hyperspace Lounge. Now, the Star Wars Hyperspace Lounge is going to be an incredible spot. I will probably spend the entire vacation. Whenever I go on the Wish, I will spend the entire trip just in that lounge, because I am a huge Star Wars fan. I'm like a borderline Star Wars nerd. So just hearing that they're going to create a whole lounge where they're going to take you to different planets, and you're just gonna see it outside of the window, it just seems incredibly awesome. It reminded me of the Skyline Lounge in the fantasy. Now, the Skyline Lounge, you walked in and then there were a bunch of windows that they also took you to different famous European cities. So we went to London, Paris, and so they took you to all these amazing, awesome cities. And I feel like that is exactly what they're going to do here in the Hyperspace Lounge. Now, will it be the replacement of the Skyline Lounge? That is still yet to be known. But I know for a fact that Disney's going to do amazing things with this. Like, not only are they going to take you to different planets like Tatooine, Mustafar, Batuu, but they also said that the cocktails that you'll be able to find here are out of this world. So the first thing that came to my mind, Oga's Cantina. So I feel like they're going to get inspiration from the drinks that you can find at Oga's Cantina, bring them on board the ship, and just combine all of those elements together to create an amazing lounge, quite possibly the best lounge of all the ships. But besides the Rose and Star Wars Hyperspace Lounge, we weren't given much information as to any other adult lounges or adult-only areas that they were going to bring. Like, for example, in the fantasy, you have all of Europa, which are a bunch of adult-only lounges at night, but we only got those two. I have no doubt in my mind that Disney will be releasing more information regarding the adult-only lounges. Now let's move on to entertainment, and Disney did say that they're taking a whole new approach to entertainment on board the Disney Cruise Line, and the first thing I wanted to talk about was the retheming of the Walt Disney Theater. You know, I said that they were kind of carrying that storybook theme throughout the entire cruise. Well, it does move into the Walt Disney Theater because they're going to theme it off of like a magical enchanted forest. Now, I personally love the idea. The concept art looks absolutely stunning. It looks beautiful, and I think it's a great idea, and I know for a fact Disney Imagineering is just gonna nail it down and give us an amazing, beautiful Walt Disney Theater. Now, what shows will you be able to see in the Walt Disney Theater? Well, the only one that they confirmed was Aladdin, a musical spectacular. Now, we did see Aladdin on the fantasy when me and my family, we went on our trip, and it was incredible. Aladdin seems to be a super hard show to recreate on Broadway because of a lot of the special effects that they would need to do. And just think about the entire musical number of Friend Like Me, but now put that, no animation, no magic, it's all going to be on Broadway, performed live. But they did such an amazing job with it, and I'm super excited to hear that they're going to bring it on the Disney Wish. And they also said that they were going to bring along 2 original shows to the Wish. Now, they didn't give us any information regarding those 2 shows, but I am super excited to hear what they're going to be. The shows that you can find in the Walt Disney Theater are just mind-blowing and breathtaking. It's amazing, and it's one of my favorite parts of a Disney cruise, and I'm just super excited to see what they're going to bring. They also said that they were going to introduce 3 new entertainment concepts. The first one will be the Grand Hall Stage. Now, before in other ships, when you had live performers performing in the Atrium, they didn't necessarily have a stage. They were kind of just there. Like, for example, in the fantasy, there was like a little area where there was a piano right in front of the entrance of Royal Court. That is where the live performers performed. But not on the Disney Wish. They actually have a stage where the performers will be performing, and I'm super excited about this. They're finally going to have their own spot. It's going to look beautiful, and I'm super excited to see what they're going to do with it. Now, the second entertainment concept that they introduced was Luna, and the only information that they gave us here was that the entertainment was going to evolve from day to night. That's about it. Now, I don't necessarily know what it is. They didn't give us much information. Maybe it's a lounge. Maybe that's another one of the lounges that they have planned. I don't know. We're going to have to wait for Disney to release a little bit more information. Now, the third entertainment concept was the Hero Zone, and they said this is where imagination will meet active play. Now, what does that mean? Again, we don't know. They didn't give us much information regarding these two entertainment concepts, but I'm super excited to hear what they have planned, and I'm super excited. Like, I'm really excited for this because it's kind of like a teaser trailer, you know? You're just getting like a little taste of what they're doing, and then they'll give you more information regarding it. And Imagineers, they're geniuses, so I know for a fact that they're planning incredible things. Now, what about entertainment for little kids, specifically kids aged 3 to 12? Well, Disney has a brand new, amazing Oceaneers Club. First off, one of the coolest things about this Oceaneer Club is that in the Atrium, there's going to be a secret entrance to the club, and it's going to be a slide that takes the kids down into the club. Now, this is going to be super epic. Obviously, it's only for kids, it can't be for adults, but they did explain to us about the adult entrance to the club. A door. But they also did go into specifics as to what the kids will be able to enjoy there, and the first one that they talked about was the Superhero Academy. Now here they're going to have their favorite superheroes walking around with them, and they're also going to be given the opportunity to create their own superhero suit. Now this sounds super cool, and if you have little kids that are fans of Marvel, they're gonna love this spot. Now another spot of the Oceaneer Club was the Fairy Tale Hall, again carrying that storybook theming into the kids club and throughout the ship. Here you're gonna have different little like rooms and areas. For example, you're gonna have Rapunzel's art studio. Rapunzel's gonna teach the little kids about art. You're also gonna have Anna and Elsa's summer house. So you're gonna have different things here, and again it's bringing in that storybook element into the Oceaneers Club. And I think that is going to be super cool, just having the little kids meeting their favorite princesses or princes and just having an amazing time. Now, the third thing that they announced about the Oceaneer Club, and my personal favorite of all the three, is the Imagineering Interactive Lab. Now, here the kids are going to be taught how the Imagineers create the magic around the world, and they're also going to be given the opportunity to create their own roller coaster and test it out. Now, the minute that there are open houses in those clubs, you are going to be seeing me create about 3,000 roller coasters and just test them out. It sounds so cool. Now, if you have little kids between the ages of 3 and 12, I promise you, Disney does everything right in these clubs. They do have incredible areas where the kids are going to have fun, and also the crew that is watching out for them. They're super fun, they're helpful, they're always there, and they're very attentive, so you do not have to worry about anything when your little kids are here in the Oceaneer Club. Now let's go up to the upper deck of the Disney Wish. Let's make our way to the pool deck because Disney made an incredible announcement. We're going to be talking about the Aqua Mouse. Now Disney describes the Aqua Mouse as the first ever attraction at sea. Now this got me super excited and absolutely love this announcement because it's not like they're copying the Aqua Duck that you could find in the Dream and the Fantasy. I love the Aqua Duck. It gave you amazing views of the ship, and it was like a nice peaceful like flume ride, right? But this is going to be different. This is actually going to tell a story. So here you're going to follow Mickey and Minnie around in a new story called Scuba Scramble, and just knowing that they're going to take the Aqua Duck, just take it to a brand new level, just introduce a story to it, make it an attraction. It's absolutely amazing, and it just goes to show how awesome these Imagineers are and just how above and beyond they are. So I'm super excited about this. Now, what else did they announce? They also announced kids zones, right? You got Mermaid Lagoon, you got a Toy Story inspired area, and they also announced Quiet Cove. Now, I absolutely love Quiet Cove, and just seeing the concept art, how it's going to look, looks absolutely amazing. They didn't say anything about Cove Cafe, but I really hope they bring back Cove Cafe. Just have it there, get a coffee, maybe jump into the pool. It's absolutely amazing, and just having that area to relax. When I'm not in the Star Wars Hyperspace Lounge, you guys are going to be seeing me in Quiet Cove all the time. So a jam-packed and epic day on board the Disney Wish has come to an end. Now it's time for you to go into the room. Now the rooms are going to be absolutely beautiful, and again, that storybook theming does carry on into the rooms, and here you're gonna have rooms themed after iconic Disney animated films. For example, the one that they constantly used on the video was Cinderella. Now, when you looked at the room, you saw the amazing Cinderella artwork right next to the beds. They're also putting a bigger TV, putting the TV right in front of the bed, which is a nice change of pace because the TVs in the rooms can be a little bit small and they're like mounted onto a wall as something that moves. But now having a bigger screen TV right in front of the bed, that's actually going to be awesome. They also announced different suites. And for the first time ever, we're going to have a 2-story suite on board the Disney Wish. Now, this announcement, I would love to stay in one of those 2-story suites, but let's just say the suites are a bit out of my price range. But this 2-story suite looked absolutely amazing, and it has a spiral staircase that will take you to the second story. It's gonna be amazing. And also later on, they also gave information breaking down the rooms. Now this one also caught me by surprise a little bit. First off, we have 10% of the rooms being inside staterooms, 14% being ocean view rooms, a whopping 70% of the rooms on board the Disney cruise will be verandas, and then 6% will be concierge and suites. So 70% of the rooms on board the Disney Wish are going to be veranda. Now that is insane and awesome as well. A lot more veranda means there's going to be a lot more availability for the verandas, but it also means that it's going to be more expensive. Now in terms of pricing, there's no doubt in my mind that it's going to be more expensive than the other 4 Disney ships. First off, it's a brand new ship, and also it's going to be coming back when the demand for cruising is going to drastically increase. Cruising has been put at a halt for more than a year now, and the demand of cruising is going up and up. And now you're introducing a brand new ship with all of these amazing, awesome things. Of course, the demand is going to be high, and the prices are going to be just as high. Now, of course, Disney did not announce everything. They want to keep us hooked on. They want us looking for more information. Like, for example, Disney didn't tell us if there's going to be a Cabanas on board. Now, Cabanas is the buffet restaurant on board the other 4 ships, but they didn't tell us if there was going to be one on board the Disney Wish. Now, I think that they're going to bring back Cabanas. I don't think they're going to replace it. But if they do, they're going to hold off with that information and make another big announcement with it, because Cabanas is iconic. I love that restaurant. Now, of course, there'll be another buffet, but if they do change it up, maybe retheme it, regardless of what they do, I know for a fact that it's going to be amazing. Another announcement that they have to make are the 2 original shows. They also have to give us more information regarding those other 2 entertainment concepts. There's a lot still to be announced, but we did get a huge announcement. We finally got information on the Wish. We finally saw how it's going to be, and we saw a lot of the things that are going to be waiting for us on board. Now me, I am going to be waiting for more information. I can't wait to hear more about this ship, and I'm still like mind blown about this. I might not seem like it, but it's just just seeing all of this information being rolled out, it's gotten me so excited, and I just can't wait to be back on board. Just regardless of the ship, I can't wait to be back on the Fantasy. I can't wait to see if I could have an opportunity to go on board the Disney Wish. I'm so excited. I really am. But I do want to hear from you. Let me know in the comments below what you think about the Disney Wish and about this announcement, and what do you want to see Disney put in their new ships. I would love to hear from you. Also, if you enjoyed today's video, smash that like button and hit subscribe. I upload a brand new video every Wednesday, and hopefully a new video game video every Friday. Thank you for being part of the Disney family, and see you real soon.